Hi guys, Nash Rathbone here again. I've just returned from my local branch of Fasttech where I've picked up this little beauty. Let's have a look at it, shall we? Oh, there we go. This is a clone of the Quartermaster QTR-2F B.A. Baracas folding Karambit. Nice. This little fellow cost me £6 and 4p. It's quite a nice looking knife. I've even gone so far as to give it the little Quartermaster Q on the blade. The scales are meant to look like carbon fibre, but I don't believe they are for a moment. It's got a very nice clip as well, very firm. They've gone as far as putting the design here, as you can see, but they didn't put it on this side for some reason or another, which I was a bit surprised about, but never mind. You can mount the pocket clip on this side too, but you can only carry it tip up. Looks like the Q may have been lasered into the finish on the blade, and here's the model number, DA46. As you can see, it definitely looks trying to imitate carbon fibre here. I've got an idea these are a cast alloy, and I shall be taking a look at that very shortly. Okay, so the blade has been hollow ground, and also sharpened fairly roughly. We'll see how sharp that is in a moment. From what I understand, the Karambit, or the forebearer of the modern Karambit, first turned up in Indonesia during the 11th century and was used as a farming tool. Well, you can see that's not much of a farming tool, is it? It only has one purpose in life, does this little fellow. I mean, for instance here, striking point, and you've got this curved blade here which only has, you know, it's just for, well, slashing and cutting. And obviously with these modern ones you can fold them away and keep them in your pocket with the pocket clip. This one has a little bit of it's a little bit rough on the opening. You can hear that, can't you? Double click, and it's a bit rough to fold up as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it apart and we'll have a look at its components. Right, so I've got my bag of bits again. Let's see how sharp it is, shall we? Give it a go. Twine. Garden twine. Yep, straight through that. There's the rope. Oh yeah, look at that. Straight through the rope then, no bother. And let's try the old heavy duty package strapping. Yep. Okay, so I don't think we need to go any further than that really. Oh, one thing I will just try. Right, so here we are outside in the garden with the Karambit, and as it's based on a farming implement, we'll see how well it cuts the grass. Fairly well by the looks of it then, even though the grass is a bit wet. Did not too bad a job of that. In fact, look can you smell that? The lovely smell of cut grass. And the daisies too. Nice. As you can see, still covered in grass, so we'll get ourselves a bit of kitchen towel and wipe it off very carefully. I'm fairly good at cutting myself with new knives, but so far I've not managed to do it with this one, which is good. So we'll try and keep that little record up, shall we? Cool. Right then, I'll just go and grab myself a few tools out of the workshop and we'll get this little fellow stripped down, shall we? Here is the knife, stripped down into its component parts. Let's take a closer look at the locking detent here. Well, here we can see where the scratches are, where it interacts with the blade. But what they've actually done is here, they've actually pressed a very small ball bearing into the locking frame itself. Look. You can see it through the hole. And this is where the ball bearing drops into to lock the blade closed. And you can actually see where it is scored along the blade during its travel. And what I'm going to be doing just here, just there, like I did with my other counterfeit knife, I'm just going to take a file to that and file a little edge on here so that it rides over the lock a lot better. Right, let's take a close-up look at how this lock actually works and the problem I see with it. Right, so there it goes, the ball bearing drops over the step, and then we have, right, the lock drops over as well. So that is why, and of course closing it's a problem as well, because it catches on the ball bearing too, like so. Okay, so this is before I take a file to it. Okay, so what I'm trying to create here is a nice round and smooth part for the ball bearing to ride over. Let's go and have a closer look. Okay, so here we are after the filing has been done. As you can see, it's a nicely rounded off leading edge now. Much better. It's actually hailing here at Rathbone Manor at the moment. Right, let's go ahead and reassemble this little baby, shall we? And finally, give the pivot pin a little tighten. There we go. Let's try it. Excellent. There we go. Right, here we are, all put together again nicely, and I think you'll find, yes, it runs a lot smoother now. I've rounded that sharp edge off of it. Look at that. Lovely. Nice. Just to give you some idea of the size of this thing, here is my Lansky World Legal knife, another one of my favourites, alongside it. Just to let you know, the blade thickness on this little fellow is 2.7 mil. Okay then, well, I hope you guys enjoyed my review of the DA46 clone of the Quartermaster QTR-2F B.A. Baracas Karambit. This one, as I say, cost me £6.04 from Fasttech. If you've got any questions about this particular knife, please leave them below and I'll try and get back to you on that. If you enjoyed the review, please feel free to subscribe, click like, or even dislike if you didn't like it. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Catch you later. Bye.